It's a game that has generated a lot of anticipation, usually charged with a healthy hint of uncertainty from die-hard fans, and it wasn't with no reason. This 2016 version of Doom, aptly titled Doom, is very much a remake of the original Doom, and many fans felt that it was in high risk of becoming an overhyped mess plagued with the gripes that many failed or mediocre first-person shooters had, and that it wouldn't live up to the expectation that resulted from a very long development process that started way back in 2008 as Doom 4. Some people may not be aware of it, but the game's development eerily resembles that of another first-person shooter franchise's reboot, Nukem Forever, a game that was stuck in development hell forever, as the title aptly points out, and it ultimately disappointed many hyped fans. Thankfully, as you start up the new Doom, you can easily see the developers didn't drop the ball at all. In fact, it feels like the game is self-aware in that regard. The market for first-person shooters is already saturated with new and exciting options, and a developer must really know what audience he's aiming for to really deliver something that lasts long and doesn't deflate as the hype becomes the reality. The game feels especially designed for every find of old-school first-person shooter games, to the very smallest detail. The gameplay itself is fluid and fast, and due to the lack of iron sights and hiding behind cover, or any sort of wall interaction for that matter, it might be a disappointment for some, but for me it was absolutely refreshing to play a first person shooter where you don't have to stop to aim, where you don't have to get behind cover to wait for your shield or health to regenerate, where there's none of these tiresome go from A to B missions. It's just about going out there to fight hordes of demons and maybe find a way to escape or survive. Simple yet brilliant. I don't want to preach a less is more approach to shooting games, but I really want to highlight the fact that ID Software focused on the very core of the game in order to make it shine. Plain old shooting, hand-to-hand combat and AI, and it really paid off. The single player campaign is already quite a package. It took me over 10 hours to beat, and it really felt like I didn't manage to explore or collect every single piece of content that the game had for me. And the way the difficulty scales up really gives the campaign a very decent level of replay value. This multiplayer itself is nothing short of exciting either. It featured a very fair amount of maps, modes and weapon variety, and it also features a very new interesting mode called Snap Map, where players can design their own maps, fill them with enemies and share them with people online for all to see. It's a very complete package that just can't leave anyone disappointed. Due to its clever combination of old and new gameplay elements and a very high level of polish, level design, online modes and overall replay value, I would give the new Doom 2016 a 92 out of 100. An outstanding first person shooter experience.